Speed Station coverage from Charlotte Motor Speedway is brought to you in part by Ye's Orange Juice and Toothpaste. Paul Menard wins the pole over Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Corey LaJoie, Michael McDowell, William Byron, Parker Kligerman, David Reagan, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, and finally Derek Cope gets a top 10 qualifying position.
Drivers, start your engine!
So this is only a 40-lap shootout for the final spot into the All-Star race, which only the winner of this event will make it in. No more second place or third place transfers. And the green flag waves for the All-Star Open. Stenhouse trying to take the lead off of Menard on the outside line into one. But Menard defends his lane and clears Stenhouse on the exit of two. Corey LaJoie now challenging Stenhouse for second and has taken the position right on the back bumper and on the inside of Paul Menard. And we have a car with a blown engine. Daniel Hemrick has blown an engine on the exit of turn 2. Caution is out, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will lead us back, taking the lead over Paul Menard. First car off pit road, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., then Ty Dillon, and Ryan Newman. But several cars did stay out. In fact, it was most of the field, with now Paul Menard retaking the lead, with Corey LaJoie in second, William Byron third, Michael McDowell fourth, and Kyle Larson in fifth. Check it out, Derek Cope in 11th. We here at the Speed Station are proud to represent Derek Cope and the Starcom Racing Team. We go where you go. Green flag is back out on lap 8. Corey LaJoie has a bit of a jump on Paul Menard going into 1. Kyle Larson made his way up from 5th to now 3rd position on that last restart. Corey LaJoie still right on the back bumper of Paul Menard. Now looking low on Menard as they exit turn 4. Still not enough. Kyle Larson now trying to make a move on LaJoie to go up into 2nd position. Menard has now put a little bit of a gap over Larson in 2nd and LaJoie in 3rd. About 4 car lengths separate the two. Kyle Larson really dived it into turn 1 and has now taken the lead above Paul Menard. Menard pulls a crossover on the back straightaway. And Menard takes a spot right back. Now LaJoie looking to the inside. And has now taken 2nd. Some great racing up front between these 3 leaders. Larson's now retaken 2nd above Corey LaJoie using the outside line. Larson at the bottom of Menard. Gonna try and dive it into 1 again. Menard powers back on the outside line to retake the spot. And look at who's caught up to this battle. Chris Buescher in 4th position. Chris Buescher has now taken 3rd position above Kyle Larson. And we now have a 6-car battle for the lead. Chris Buescher trying to get 2nd above Corey LaJoie. And we are already halfway through the All-Star Open. Buescher up to 2nd. LaJoie is caught back up to the 21 car. LaJoie now going to the bottom, with help from Buescher. Side by side through 1 and 2. Now almost 3 wide for the lead on the back straightaway. Corey LaJoie's taken the top spot. Corey LaJoie is now your leader at Charlotte. 3 wide for 2nd position. Suarez on the bottom. This has allowed Corey LaJoie to get out to a significant lead. Daniel Suarez has now passed Chris Buescher and has moved his way up into second position. Daniel Suarez has caught up to the back bumper of Corey LaJoie. To the low side, Suarez dives it into one, and they're still side by side as they enter the back straightaway. Suarez has now cleared LaJoie, and Chris Buescher follows suit to get around LaJoie. David Reagan really dives in on the bottom, going from 5th to 3rd in one corner. Paul Menard going down pit road. This is a planned stop. Everybody has to make one pit stop during this race. Suarez leads over Corey LaJoie by about 7 car lengths. Chris Buescher now dives on the inside of LaJoie to take second, and now has his sights set on Daniel Suarez. Daniel Suarez now making his pit stop, handing the lead over to Chris Buescher. LaJoie to the bottom, trying to take the lead above Chris Buescher. Going into 3, Buescher cuts his line off. Buescher now pitting, along with LaJoie, Reagan, and Larson. Newman staying out. Ryan Newman, Ross Chastain, Ty Dillon, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. have stayed out because they all pitted earlier. Now Stenhouse onto the bottom, trying to make a pass above his teammate Ryan Newman, and Ross Chastain to take the lead. Side by side between the two Roush teammates. And Stenhouse has now taken the position. Chastain now passing Newman to go into second. Chastain with a huge run through 3 and 4. Only 3 laps to go in the open. Chastain is now pitting for a second time with Ryan Newman. They could not stretch their fuel long enough. And the white flag is out for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who has completely backed off the pace just to save enough fuel to get to the finish. And Stenhouse has now won the All-Star Open to transfer to the All-Star race. We got a car with a blown engine after the checkered flag. David Reagan has blown an engine. He was running in 7th position. Stenhouse has now ran out of fuel. That shows how close they were on strategy. Oh, and we have a crash after the race has ended. Several cars involved. Derek Cope avoids it. That's the kind of man he is. We go where you go. And here are the finishing results. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. being the only car to advance into the All-Star race. Daniel Suarez in second, being the only other car to finish on the lead lap. Paul Menard, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, Corey LaJoie, David Reagan, Ryan Newman, Ty Dillon, and William Byron round out the top 10. Next race is the All-Star race, the big money. Don't miss it. It's right here on the Speed Station.